Hello, you're welcome to Knit Strings Millionaires Club. My name is Mary Atora. If you're just joining us for the first time, here we discuss all things millinery tips, tricks, hacks, and business lessons. So today I want to be sharing with you 5 top mistakes that new millionaires make and how to avoid them. I've been in the industry for 15 years and I can tell you that these kind of mistakes that are made in the beginning stage as a new millionaire can cost you time, can cost you money, and especially can cost you customers. So you want to eliminate these mistakes totally so that your steady rise to a higher brand will be as quick as possible. So now the first mistake that new millionaires make is copying too much. So first of all, let me put it out there, there's nothing wrong in copying. But when you copy too much, you are almost giving the impression that you're just one of those millionaires that do not have any creative energy. They don't have anything to offer if not to copy what others are offering. And that will not help you stand out. And you don't want to be just one of those millionaires. You want to grow a brand, right? So you want to be recognized early enough. If you must copy, but tweak it a little bit. Add a little flair from your own originality. Or better still, you can copy 2 or 3 elements from 2 or 3 different fascinators, combine it together and create a unique piece that is distinct to your brand. Okay? Let other people copy you. You can't always be copying. So take notes. Don't just do copy. You will not have anything that you'll be known for. Alright, that's number 1. Now the second mistake is skipping the basics. What do I mean by the basics? So some people stumble into millinery as a hobby. Some might have just bumped into it out of maybe curiosity, or maybe their clients asked for something that they needed to provide, and maybe they're a makeup artist or they may be tailors or something, and they just had to, satisfy their clients. Or maybe their millionaire turned them down, something, and they become self-taught most of the time. So when they become self-taught, they skip the basics. There's some basic lessons and knowledge in millinery that you still have to get to become a well-established brand. Basic blocking is important for different shapes and materials. Finishing is very important because it's from this basic knowledge that forms the foundation for you to make different kind of headways, knowing that your foundation is solid. Okay, so it's important that you take courses, register for upgrades, things that will help you to become better. If you need to learn from a local millionaire around you, just to know the basics, make that investment in yourself. Don't say that you already know how it's done because you watched it somewhere on YouTube. That is not enough. Take a course where you have a practical training, one-on-one training. If you have no access to millionaires that will teach you one-on-one, you can always enroll in an online course. They help you to become confident in what you're doing. Dear hat maker, you've been trying to attract premium clients, international clients, the one that pay top dollar, but has it been working? Here is a missing piece. Luxury feather fascinators and Featherganza 1.0 online course is the game changer.
In this step-by-step online course, I teach you expert secrets behind creating luxury feather pieces, the kind that attract elite clients and increase your income fast. The course is beginner-friendly and packed with bonus techniques that most designers keep secret. Once you enroll, you won't just benefit from the practical tutorial of 4 different feather piece designs. You'll also understand the artistry and get creative confidence to replicate and innovate unique styles with ease. During the course launch, a pioneer student sold her first feather headpiece to a US-based client even before completing the course, and lots more positive reviews as you can see. Right now, for a very limited time, you too can get instant access at 10% off.
This is more than an online course. It is creative mastery.
Enroll now and start seeing feather pieces through the eyes of a pro.
Go back and learn basic blocking techniques, finishing techniques, and any other thing that will help your work to stand the test of time. The third mistake that most new millionaires make is that they ignore business skills. Because they're already seeing millinery as a hobby that they make money from, all they know about is to get an order from a client, satisfy the client, and they're in business. But when you talk about business skills, there's a lot more to business than just satisfying your clients. You still need to learn a lot about pricing your product, customer care, how to handle your customers, how to handle negative feedback, accounting, logistics. All these things are different elements that help a successful business to run smoothly. It's one thing to make a beautiful product, another thing to sell it effortlessly. So when you learn business skills, it will help your millinery business to thrive. Don't ignore them. There are a lot of micro skills that are being taught online. Treat this craft as a full-time business. The fourth mistake that I see new milliners make is that they overbuy materials. So one thing that will help to keep you from overspending or overbuying materials is to work with a budget. Say you have to enter the market to shop for materials for a particular project for a client, and then on getting there you see some other new styles, feathers and trims that are unique and you really want to buy them. It's okay once in a while to just pick one or two, but make sure that you're disciplined to know what you're going to use those elements for, so that when you get back to your studio, don't just leave them lying on the shelf till whenever. It happens with me, so I have to learn to curb my appetite to buy this and buy that and buy that. Otherwise you just have a pool of materials that you might not be ready to use. And how that affects you is that most of the time these millinery materials come in different colors. Sometimes you might have new clients trying to order some different designs, and these elements that have different colors or different textures might not be necessarily what your new customers might want. So they just end up sitting down on the shelf and they might not be used for a long time, and they just pick dust. Except of course you want to make use of them to make ready-made pieces that you can still sell to existing customers. But if you're going to be doing that, make sure you already have a large pool of customers that you can always market these ready-made pieces to, so that you do not end up having ready-made headwears that are collecting dust and your money is tied down somewhere. So before you get to that level, make sure you do not overbuy or overstock materials. Stick to buying the materials of the project at hand, and then eventually as your customer base increases, you can build more materials so that you can start making ready-to-wear headwears that you can sell to your customers. The fifth mistake I noticed that most milliners make is that they don't ask for feedback. It's one thing to fulfill an order for a client, but it's another thing for you to request for feedback. You don't have to wait and say, okay, they didn't give me feedback, that means they're good, there's no problem. You have to actively ask them for feedback. Ask questions. How does it fit? Do you like the outcome? Does it flatter your face? Especially if you send it across board, like perhaps you do a delivery of it. Make sure you get feedback. If they give you negative feedback, these negative feedback are important for you to fine-tune your craft so that you can become better. Every negative feedback that I've gotten in my business has helped me to become better, because it's only when I know the problems that I can know where to solve it. So you don't want your competitor to take away your client because there's something you didn't get right, but you didn't let you know about it, and then your competitor was able to fulfill that thing that she needed, and that's how you lose the customer. So feedback is very important for every business. Treat it as gold. If you ask your family or you ask your friends, they're always going to encourage you. You did a good job, they give you a thumbs up. But it's the customers, it is the clients that will give you truly the feedback that is accurate. If it's positive, you accept your positive feedback. If it is negative, accept it in totality. Use it to work on yourself, use it to become better, and that way you become a growing brand that is striving for excellence. So these are the 5 top mistakes that new milliners make and how you can avoid them. And as usual, if you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up to help the channel grow. And if you have questions on any of these things I've listed, do drop them in the comments. And if you haven't followed us, tell me, what are you waiting for? This is the channel to be. Give us a follow, and we'll see you in another video.